Oh, how about this for a tough decision early on? Which direction they go here? Boy, you talk about a friendly turn to the cards. This is a great round for these guys as they get themselves a dynamic player right here. Boy, the skills just leap out at you with this guy. He will be a very important part of this ball club. Oh, and that's a key upgrade right there. He's versatile, athletic, and a big upgrade over what they had. So, with a handful of starters already nailed down, you have to ask yourself, do you dare go for depth, or do you just try to... One Steeler's been selected already, and it probably wouldn't be a surprise to see a second go here. I'll tell you right now, you won't go wrong adding any of these guys. Maybe not a huge upgrade over what they had already, but they're certainly building up some depth there. Oh, no need to worry about this guy. Just plug him right into a starting role, and he'll be a massive upgrade. Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two that becomes available. It's the age-old question on draft day. What's the bigger need, offense or defense? And now, which side of the football will they address here? Some interesting options either way. Where to now? Do you get yourself a big brute for the trenches or someone who can really help you out at the playmaking type spot? Boy, it's finger-crossing time now. With the end in sight and a few more holes to fill, you've got to be hoping that there's still a gem or two. Tough call here. Do you try and get tougher up front or get yourself a player in what we call a skill position?
Thank you, Larry. So the picks are in. We welcome you to this Draft Champions contest. I'm Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, ready to call the action. And let's get to it. Down to the field. It's time for kickoff. And it's the birth of a new club as we're underway in Draft Champions. And the kicker commits the kicker's cardinal sin. He kicks it out of bounds. One receiver to the left is Cooper. On 1st and 10, Stafford. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. A huge play there right off the bat. 57 yards. So Amari Cooper out of Northwestern High School in Miami making a nice play there.
And it's so funny that when I was going through the draft process when he came out of Alabama, and was inquiring about him and his skills. They say it all began back in Miami. He really became a pro receiver at a young age because of his attention to detail and precision. But don't forget his athletic ability. That's what made that catch there.
And he did spend 1 year with Teddy Bridgewater as his quarterback there, so that helped back in high school. They'll run for it with Peterson. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Adrian Peterson taking it in from a yard out. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead. It's up, it's good, and the Giants have a 7-0 lead. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Murray the lone setback. And the wideout in motion. Now they'll run it on the toss. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
They fake the handoff, and he is going to be hit and taken down. Bortles sacked. Von Miller coming in from that outside linebacker spot to bury him for a loss of 7. And 5 in the secondary now for the Giants on third down. Throwing his Bortles on third down. And that is incomplete. C.J. Fedorowicz, the intended receiver. And now it's fourth down.
Well, no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
This is taken at the 23. A good return there, 17 yards. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. New York set to take the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give him 30 yards there. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And this is caught. It's Cooper. A good pick up there at 20 yards.
And when an offense is doing a nice job selling the play-action pass, a lot of responsibility shifts to the linebackers. They're the ones that have to determine run or pass and get to the proper places on the field.
They'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time.
And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Jermaine Gresham from 4 yards out. And the Giants add on to their lead. Boy, it's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all else fails. Not at all. This guy can make plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Yeah, play here for a touchdown. He rifles one that's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Detroit getting set to go now. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
But you do.
Oh, you understand the same way. Just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3 and out.
Have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'm trying to do better here.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
This one complete. It's C.J. Fedorowicz. 15 yards through the air and a first down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely. I mean, size, the hands,
speed.
Now he's hit, and Bortles fumbled. It's loose. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory. And here comes the Giants offense back out onto the field. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Brandon Cooks, the receiver he was going after, and it's third down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. Throwing on third down, Stafford. And James has it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll be a second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. They face a 2nd and 7 to start things out. One receiver to the left is Cooper. To throw on second down is Stafford. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Mario Addison in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Wilson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So here come the Lions now. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles.
Exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
So after the INT, it's Bortles. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And they're going to have this one up near the 30-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. Fresh set of downs here. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is now with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
So much of this game is about leverage. We always talk about low man wins in the trenches. Well, it's like that in just about every position. And sometimes, if you lose that leverage and you're losing the battle, just jump up at the line of scrimmage and try and bat the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there.
And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
Now Bortles again. And hauled in by Pitta. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Eli Rogers, the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
It's always tough for the guys throwing the football when they think they've got a completion and the ball's almost there, and then someone sneaks a hand or two in and bats it away.
Bortles again here on 2nd and 10. Right side, caught Fedorowicz. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. And now the passing game here in the second quarter starting to heat up a little bit.
Don't you feel the rhythm starting to happen, right? You see it. Now the confidence is starting to rise. I think now as a play caller, because that has happened, you lean on it a little bit more. You don't go totally away from running the football, but you do say, guess what? We can throw it. We can throw it well with a whole lot of confidence.
They go play action here on first down. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. The game clock sitting at 2:02, so they'll get one play before the 2-minute warning. Back to the air on second down. It's Bortles. Over the middle. It's caught by Rogers. 1:57 to go in this first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. Bortles looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And to the left side, Fedorowicz has it. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
And the seemingly endless drive continues. Bortles will try again on second down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up 1st and goal. So there on that play, offensively, they ran the crossing route. Defense was in zone coverage. So as a former DB, how tough is it to defend that?
It's really difficult because your natural inclination is to chase the receiver and maybe leave your zone. So you have to have discipline in order to talk to your other coverage guys and let him know that that receiver's crossing from your zone to the next zone. He's coming your way. Make sure you...
Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. Here's the Giant offense now as they get ready to take over here. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead. But a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Now he's going to throw deep back over the middle. And this will be caught at the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 45 yards. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On 1st and 10, Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Got to give some credit there, able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
And this is caught at the 8. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. The Lions offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case...
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Malik Collins able to get him for a loss of about 3. He took a hit on that last play. Now let's see how he and the offense respond on second. Now Bortles throwing on second down. Trying to get it to Adams, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tyvon Branch. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent